It's not even 9 a.m., but let's go ahead and unpack this disgustingly oversimplified statement. I just want to say if you're watching this video and you are low income or you are considered poor, it is not your fault. So everybody in the comments leaving comments about, being poor is your fault and having children if you're poor is not something you should be doing, not okay. Disgustingly unempathetic take. We live in a country where forever, since the beginning of time, they have glorified us having children and growing our families. Now the cost to actually care for our children, to be able to go to work, is becoming impossible. And there are a lot of people that are stuck in this sort of in-between where they make too much money to qualify for child care assistance, but they don't quite make enough money to afford childcare over and over and over. So it is not your fault for being poor. It is not your fault for living in a place where they glorify having children. And it is not your fault for the fact that there are tons of people that want to take your rights away if you do happen to become pregnant, can't afford a child, or you don't want to have a child because you know this is exactly how it's going to go. And no one is going to want to help you care for your child. And then you have to deal with the onslaught of really awesomely empathetic, loving people like this who do nothing to help anybody. They're there to just give out their unsolicited opinion. The problem is not people being poor and deciding to have children. It's people's rights being taken away that helps them make that choice. Since so many people wanted to ask this question, like, why are you having kids if you're poor? Say things like you shouldn't be having kids if you're poor. I have a question for you. I know plenty of people that were making a decent income before the pandemic, and a lot of them had babies, and then their companies closed, and they downsized, and they got rid of their role. So now they're down an entire salary, but they were having children with the intention of being financially stable, of course, and keeping their job. People are in a financially fit position, and their life is all laid out and perfect to have children like you think it should be if they're going to have children. And then their circumstances change. We're just supposed to demonize them now? Shame on them for losing their job. Shame on them for not being able to find another job to replace it in this job market. So just screw them because they decided to have children, right? In a place where all we ever do is tell women you need to make children, you need to have children.